My fiance got a face tattoo without talking to anyone. I am honestly stunned right now. My fiance, Kim, I have just learned is completely insane. She took some days off work this week, sick, and avoided seeing most people in person. She claimed she was feeling sick and just wanted to stay home alone. She has never given me any indication that she would lie about this in the 6 years we've been together. No one in her family had any worries because she was a stable individual who would never do anything crazy. She got a face tattoo. She took 3 sick days from work to recover from the fact that she got a face tattoo. She told no one of this plan beforehand. I have never in our time together been talked to about tattoos by Kim. She showed no indication that she was even interested in getting any. I was not even the first to learn. Her sister visited her because she got worried after Kim canceled meeting with her for lunch on her 3rd day sick and got the grand reveal. She didn't tell anyone beforehand because she didn't want to be talked out of it and hid the results because the swelling and redness were so bad that we would react badly and not be able to understand the artistic meaning. Kim is Asian American. She got Japanese symbols going down her forehead and under her eye. I don't know the meaning of them. I don't really know if I care to know the meaning of them. Kim's parents are Japanese immigrants. According to her sister, who is nice enough to inform me of this whole debacle, this is a big no-no in Japanese culture. Tattoos have links to crime and are looked down upon. Her parents are beside themselves, and that is a whole other set of drama I can't even begin to approach. Kim talked to me last night about it and acted offended and started a fight because I told her it was absolutely insane of her to do this. She works a public-facing job. She talks face-to-face with clients in the financial industry. The minute her boss finds out, the career that she went to school for will be over. She actually didn't consider her job or family or me at all and decided, a long time ago, she was going to express herself freely without any concerns. I'm worried about her right now. This is not normal. She blocked my number after our fight and is ghosting me and her sister because we're trying to help. But, dear Lord, this is far beyond me. I cannot comprehend what I'm even supposed to do right now. Kim's lost her mind. Is there any chance I will be happy married to this? A woman who went and got a face tattoo and hid that fact because she knew we would all talk her out of it. Dear Lord, I really need to run, don't I? Wow, this got some attention, huh? I read through the replies, but I can't really respond to all of you, so I'll just update here. The engagement is pretty much off. Kim has told me she never wants to see me again, and I woke up this morning with her ring and a box of stuff I gave her on my porch. I don't know what's going on with her. Her sister and family have been trying their best, but nothing on their end is working. I brought up to her sister the idea this is a mental breakdown, and they are looking into getting her help. It's painfully slow, considering Kim is not responding to anything and is refusing to talk to anyone. I really don't know what to say here, I guess. To answer some questions, Kim is 29, and I'm 28. In the 7 years I've known her, she has never acted like this at all. She had a good relationship with her parents, and while they were a bit overbearing at times, they supported her in going to college and getting a career rather than starting a family. From what I've gathered, they probably would have been fine with any tattoo she got as long as it was not on her face, neck, or hands. Even then, this kind of behavior is as far from Kim as I could have imagined. She just lost her mind out of nowhere? It's not like I can do anything about it either. She's blocked my number and does not want to see me. I'm just at a loss for words. One day I'm engaged, and on the next I'm not, and my ex has a face tattoo. Update 1. About 9 months ago, my ex-fiancée, Kim, got a face tattoo without telling anyone. This was just the start of her doing everything she could to ruin her life. She broke up with me and called off our 7-year relationship when I questioned why she did this. She worked in a client-facing job for an incredibly large financial institution and was let go within a month of showing back up for work after getting the tattoo. I kept in contact with Kim's sister hoping for some news. They tried to get her help, as they thought she was having some kind of psychotic break. However, she eventually called the police on her own family claiming they were harassing her. After that, I decided to just walk away. Kim didn't just destroy her own life. When she broke up with me, I felt numb. I knew this wasn't Kim doing this. I wanted to believe deep down that Kim was always like this. Always this impulsive crazy who would ruin her life by getting a face tattoo. I tried to convince myself that I had not lost a wonderful woman who I had spent 7 years of my life with. However, the person who made these choices was not Kim. The woman who told me over the phone she hated my guts for not supporting her. The woman who wrote she hated me and only ever stayed with me out of pity. That was not the woman I asked to marry. That was not Kim. That was someone who I came to find out was having a mental breakdown that resulted in months of bad decisions that will affect the rest of her life. The day I walked away and told her sister I could not deal with it anymore was the worst day of my life. It hit me like a train. The numbness and denial of what I lost hit me all at once. I almost quit my own job and moved back home to my parents. I can only thank my boss for being so understanding that she let me take 4 weeks off to deal with what happened. She and the rest of my team went far beyond what should ever be expected of coworkers and management. It makes me realize how close I was to leaving a job I actually enjoy. I never moved on from Kim, but I came to accept what had happened. I thought I was okay, until 2 weeks ago. I got a call from Kim. She had blocked my number and done everything she could to remove me from her life. My mind just blanked when I saw it was her calling. I picked up, and it was actually her. We didn't talk. I did not know what to say to her. We decided she would come over to my place, and we talked. The tattoo is still there, but she's covering it up now with makeup. She says when she has the funds, she's going to look into getting it removed if possible. She had lost a lot of weight since I last saw her. She's not been able to find a new job. She'll probably need to move to a new city for that. She wasn't the Kim I had fallen in love with. She was like a shell of her. Something just wasn't there anymore that used to be. Kim told me what had happened. The year leading up to the tattoo was awful for her. The stress of everything seemed to pile up more and more. I'll respect her and keep much of what she told me secret. However, the thing that is important is that she secretly started doing methamphetamines to keep her performance up at work and to deal with everything. And one day, she just out of nowhere decided she hated everything about her life. She explained why at the time she wanted the tattoo. It doesn't really make much sense, but a lot of what she was thinking at the time didn't. And from there, she just lost control of everything. I won't talk about what happened after she disappeared, but it is not pretty. There are things she did that will follow her for the rest of her life. It explained a lot, but it did not make things any better. We talked for nearly the entire night. She didn't leave my place till almost 4 a.m. Since then, she said that she wants to try and get back together with me. She admitted she knows things cannot be the same. Yet, she wants to try. I haven't talked to anyone about what I'm about to say yet. I've held off on talking to Kim about it because it feels selfish. But there's something about the way Kim acts about the way it affected my life that irks me. When we talked that night, she said that I was lucky she cut me off. I was lucky I didn't get put through any of this. I was lucky that my crazy ex wasn't at my door screaming or showing up to my work and causing a scene. She acts like my life wasn't affected at all. I told her what happened after she left. How much it hurt. How I almost quit my job and moved across the country. Her response was dismissive. Like because I didn't go through with that I don't get to complain. She acted like because I was not the one with the tattoo on her face, I don't get to act like it had long-lasting effects on me. She didn't even apologize for the explicit and hateful note she left with my things when she returned them. Or for the phone call where she called me a manipulative, selfish asshole who only wanted her for her body. Or even just for breaking up with me. She knows she was wrong to do it, but it's almost as if she's acting like because she had a breakdown. I can't hold her accountable for what she did to me because it wasn't long-lasting. I texted her last night, saying how hard it was for me when she left. She ignored it entirely and tried to move on. No acknowledgement at all. I don't know why, but it hurt me. It hurt me so much. I feel like I did back when all those emotions finally hit me after she left. I wish she had just never come back into my life now. I wish I didn't know what happened. I wish I hadn't picked up the call. Because it hurts. But a part of me feels like I'm being selfish or complaining too much. That I don't get to feel this way. Because I'm not the one who had the mental breakdown. Update 2. I learned yesterday that my ex, Kim, died of a drug overdose Sunday. I'm still processing the news, I guess. We broke up 2 years ago after Kim got a face tattoo out of nowhere. I have some other posts on this account about that if you want the full story. Kim reappeared in my life about a year ago after breaking up with me, and essentially becoming a ghost. She wanted to get back together with me, and I stupidly considered it and let her get a foot in the door. She claimed she was clean, but she wasn't. It was obvious she was still using meth, and my guess is she was still using fentanyl. After I finally declined to get back together with her, she slashed my tires after causing a scene at my office. Luckily, she's been out of my life for 6-ish months now after some cop put the fear of God in her after she broke the restraining order. I've not heard much about Kim since then, thankfully. Last I heard, she was wanted on a warrant and was hiding low across state lines. Yesterday, though, Kim's sister called me to let me know she was found dead Sunday morning. She wanted me to hear it from her instead of through the grapevine. I appreciate it. Despite everything, Kim's family has been nothing but kind to me. Kim's parents are quietly cremating her, and there won't be any ceremony. Seems that stealing and abusing her family since she started doing meth has made them just as detached about her as me. Or maybe they've already mourned the loss of their daughter long ago, and now is just the end of whatever remained. Right now, I don't know how to feel. I feel like I should be sad. I knew Kim for 7 years. I was with her for 6. I was engaged to her. I lost my virginity to her. She was the first person I truly loved. I used to sit up with her and talk about the family I wanted to have. I wanted Kim to be the mother to my kids. Sat up with me as I cried when I heard the news of my mother's death. At one point in my life, she was the most important thing in the world to me, and I don't feel anything. When Kim left me, I was devastated. When she came back into my life, she made me feel a combination of emotions I can't even describe. And now, hearing the news that she's dead, I don't feel anything. I don't feel numb. I'm not in shock. I just am lacking any emotion towards this event at all. I feel like I should feel something, right? I still miss Kim. Not the Kim that died Sunday. Not the Kim that stalked me. But the Kim I met. The Kim I fell in love with. The Kim that died when she started to do meth. I still feel sad when I think about her. But knowing this other Kim is dead just makes me feel nothing. Story 2. My fiancé feels broken and wants to leave me because of her infertility. I, 27 and my girlfriend, 30F, are due to get married in October. For context, my fiancé is the strongest woman I know and has endured the worst of humanity. I admire her strength and the way she can still laugh despite everything she has gone through. It's not my place to share her entire past, but her reproductive organs were mutilated years before she met me. She told me about it before we got serious because she didn't want me to fall in love only to find out she couldn't carry a child. I was fine with it because, as long as I had her, my life was complete. Fast forward to now, and she's had reconstructive surgeries to see if it could improve her chances of carrying a child because she wants to have at least one baby. However, the doctors have told her that she only has a low possibility of carrying a child, and she hasn't been the same since. She's constantly apologizing and keeps telling me she's broken and that I deserve better. I always try my best to reassure her and show her so much affection, but it's no use. She has already told me she's been thinking about canceling the wedding and leaving me because she believes I deserve to be married with someone who can give me children. I honestly just don't know what to do anymore. I don't want her to go, and my heart and soul ache so much just typing and thinking about her not being in my life anymore. If any of you out there have any advice, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Update 1. First off, I just wanted to thank everyone who left advice in my previous post a few weeks back. Your support and suggestions really helped a lot. Alright, well, on to the update, I guess. After my initial post, I used most of the advice I was given and told my fiancé how I felt, and we both had a meaningful conversation and held each other crying for a bit. For a while, things were going well. My fiancé and I attended some therapy sessions together, and during one of those sessions, she broke down and shared her dream of having kids. She told me she has always wanted children and thought I'd be a good father and that I deserve biological children. I told her I was okay with not having biological kids and that I love her regardless of what she can give me. We were doing so good after that, and we recently started exploring our options to have children together. However, today, a few hours ago, she went to her own therapy session, and when she came back, she was crying and packed a bag and left straight to her sister's house. I've tried contacting her, but she blocked my number. She just sent me an email explaining that she's not in the right mind space right now, telling me I deserve better and that she's too broken. She said a lot of fucked up things about herself, and it breaks my heart. I don't know what to do, or if there's anything I can salvage from what we had. We were literally just talking about our wedding last night, and how we couldn't wait for it. I'm a big fucking mess right now, sitting next to a bottle of whiskey. I know it's not the right way to cope, but it's hard when your life feels like it's falling apart. I wish I didn't have to come to strangers for help again, but I've got no one else. If any of you have any advice on what I could do next, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you everyone again. Update 2. I just woke up not too long ago, so please excuse any grammar mistakes, but I don't even know where to begin. My life has been flipped upside down, and I feel like vomiting. My ex-fiancée called me last night to say she needed a little space, and that she wasn't giving up on us. She told me she realized her infertility was just one of many wounds she needs to heal, and that she had a mental breakdown after her therapist session because of that realization. She later told me she met up with an ex that she hasn't seen in years earlier that day to talk in private because she needed closure. I got angry and felt betrayed that she went behind my back to talk to him. I understand her needing space to figure things out, but going behind my back like that hurt me so much. I told her I know we've both been hurting, but that was something I couldn't look past. She ended the call saying she needs this and that everything will be okay. About an hour later, her sister FaceTimed me to apologize for my ex-fiancé, and she secretly showed me my ex on FaceTime, laughing and planning to meet up with her ex again. I thanked her sister for letting me know, and she apologized again for my ex-fiancé. I've already sent a text to my ex-fiancé explaining how I'm planning to move forward with canceling our wedding, but she's just trying to make it out to be all my fault, that she's just trying to get her closure, and I'm an asshole for doing this to her. I don't know. Maybe I am overreacting and probably doing too much, but I just feel too hurt. I know she's going through something mentally, but as of right now I need to focus on myself. I really hope she gets the help she needs, but I'm already making arrangements to cancel everything for the wedding. I don't care if I can't get my money back. I just want to be left alone for a while. I feel as if I failed her as a lover. I wanted to be her support system through all of this, but I guess I wasn't doing enough. I wish I could have been or done better for her, but that's all in the past now. I just keep blaming myself for everything because I genuinely love this woman with all my heart, and it really does seem like it's all my fault. I already miss her warm touch on my back every night, her whispering in my ear that she loves me so much, and her trying to climb my back whenever I'm doing stuff around the house. I have no idea how this went from us having infertility issues to this. I really want this to be a nightmare. For someone to tell me this is all a sick prank. But I know it's not. This is the end for us, and I just want to mourn this loss and move on with my life. Honestly, if it wasn't for my old man of a cat who has been showing me unconditional love, I probably wouldn't be here giving you all this update right now. If I have anything interesting to update, I might just ask for advice, but as for now I need to mourn the loss of her and the future we planned. Also, thank you so much to everyone who offered support and advice. It really meant a lot knowing that so many people actually cared.